Demand for sake is booming around the world. Nearly a quarter of Japan's sake exports in 2024 went to America. But Japanese brewers are suddenly in a tizzy, fearing sake might be hit with steep import tariffs in its second biggest market after China.
It's a sea change from 4 months ago when sake making made UNESCO's heritage list, which seemed like a rubber stamp that the good times would last.
A pioneer among sake exporters, Masumi Nakano just went to New York to discuss strategy with his distributor.
When I saw the number 24 for reciprocal tariffs, I was at a loss. At the very latest, I think we'll have to start raising prices in America early next year.
Don't panic, he says. Waiting for negotiations to end and then raising prices in one go will likely be easier for customers to stomach. Sake production peaked in Japan in the 70s as the population started to age quickly, which meant fewer drinkers. If it weren't for exports, sake traditions were on the brink of extinction. Over the last decade, sake exports have nearly doubled in volume and quadrupled in value. The U.S. imports nearly 3 times worth of sake as it did 10 years ago, guzzling a record 8,000 kiloliters or over 2 million gallons of sake last year. Japan faces another national crisis now, not enough rice to keep supermarkets stocked.
If farmers switch to planting more table rice this spring to compensate, there might not be enough sakamai, which is the rice used to make sake, come harvest time this fall.
Sake comes in different styles, but the ingredients are basic: rice, water, yeast, and koji, a rice mold used for making things like soy sauce.
The lack of rice in Japan is a double whammy. On average, I think sake prices in Japan are going to rise about 10%.
There's some hope in Japan that a second round of trade negotiations could result in better terms for its exporters.
The messaging from the U.S. has been so unclear, though, that for a lot of sake companies, taking more of their business somewhere else, say to China or the European markets, might be a safer bet. For CNBC, I'm Cody and Joji in Tokyo.